This is the real football code. We've got a few Victorians over there. South Australians, yeah. But it's great you could come along today. We appreciate you taking the time out to come and meet with us. And
that's all right, they have a train.
We want to expose you a little with some questions and see behind the real Lote. So, but you know, one of the topics that's on everyone's mind at the moment is your injury in your arm, and we're just wondering how that might be going and what sort of impact it might have on you.
Yeah, well, for those who don't know, I broke my arm about 8-9 weeks ago. Got a plate put in, and it's not going too bad. Hopefully be back next week. I think I play for the West Tigers, and we play St George this weekend. So the Dragons as well, New South Wales Dragons. And they probably won't be back this week, so hopefully next week. But no, it was quite scary. I got an infection because they put a plate in at the time, and but I'm fine now. On a few pills a day to sort of get us out of the way.
Have you been in trouble with metal detectors or anything?
No, it's funny you asked that. First time when I came out of hospital, I went through one of the metal detectors at the airport. I thought, you know, this thing might go off. I was waiting for it to go off, and I thought it would be pretty cool if it did, but it didn't. So.
And you know, we all know you as a legendary footballer, but when you were young and growing up, what were your plans and your hopes and your dreams? Is it what you wanted to be, or was there other things?
No, it was, to be honest with you. I just used to go outside and kick the footy around. I used to pretty much just play by myself in the backyard, use, I guess, trees and gutters and stuff to sort of step and you know, everything like that. I remember playing at my uncle's house really, a fair bit, and he had chooks and stuff.
So you'd be tangled in chooks?
I used to try and step them, so I guess that's where I got my maybe stepping ability from. I don't step too much these days, so I'll probably get the chooks back.
And what about preparation for games these days? What sort of things do you do?
Well, I think preparation's key in the way we sort of go about our business week to week. I think we put in the hard work during the week, and I guess that's everything from on the field and off the field as well. We do a lot of training just to prepare for each team each week, and that's obviously the mental side of things and what you're wanting to do to you know, find out a few of the other team's deficiencies and doing your homework on that part, but also I guess getting your body right. We train pretty hard during the week, and that's where some of these balance products come into play. And obviously playing and training pretty hard, you need a good recovery and protein and everything else works for the boys, and everything else, beta-alanine and just getting your body up and getting it right for the game.
There's been a couple of stories recently in the media about a couple of Hills players who got in a bit of strife about taking some products. What's the background of that?
Oh, I don't know. It's pretty. There's probably a thing for their trainers, I guess, that you know, we as players probably put a lot of faith in the trainers to do their homework on what is in different products, I guess. And I guess we as a player have the responsibility, because at the end of the day it falls on you to check out what's sort of going on. So yeah, I don't know, but I think those guys are back now. But I think you do have to, you know, look out for yourself, because you know, guys, there's a lot of young guys coming through that don't tend to think about that too much, but something you do have to think about.
At the level you're playing, what sort of monitoring is there and testing is there to?
Oh, it's huge. I think we're still only getting urine tested these days, but you know, I don't think it'll be too long before, you know, the blood comes in and everything else. They test for pretty much everything. I can't tell you what some of the stuff they are testing for, because I don't know. Because you know, I think at the start of the year it's quite stringent. You've got to be at a certain place at certain times. You've got to tell them where you are, and you know, you can't sort of forecast where you're going to be in 6 months' time. So it's pretty hard to tell them. So it's quite a regulated.
So they just turn up and do a random test?
Yeah, random.
They can walk in here now and ask for a urine test?
Yeah, pretty much. They do us. Yeah. Pretty much. And you know, so you can't really afford to be doing anything. I don't think in rugby league it's such a a problem with performance enhancing stuff, because I think it's more mental than anything else, is where you get your edge.
You're obviously here as an ambassador for Balance products, and
Yep.
wearing the gear and looking good. What sort of
Thanks,
products
mate.
do you take from the range of Balance products?
Yeah, I take a bit of the, is it the NO or the GO? It's before a session, just to get myself up and get my mind alert and give me a boost before I get into the gym. And also some of the protein after to sort of help with the recovery and build up of muscle and everything else. So that's what I do, but I know some of the other boys take a lot of the other stuff. I don't have a problem with putting on weight to bulk up, but I think a few of the boys use a lot of the other stuff and what they do. So I think it's quite tasty too. I think some of the other products out there can be quite bland. Not bagging them all, but I think if you try some of the Balance stuff, it actually goes down all right.
A lot of us have got sons and maybe even daughters who are playing.
Yeah.
But what sort of tips would you give us to give our kids who want to go ahead in the sport?
Well, I pretty much tell kids just to enjoy yourself, really. If you're enjoying yourself, you just go out there and play. I think you put too much pressure on the kid. I know a lot of mates who have fallen by the wayside that had all the ability in the world, but I guess pressure from parents wanting them to succeed more than them wanting to just have fun, really. So I think let them play and enjoy themselves, and when they're doing that, I know from a personal point of view, when I'm enjoying myself on the field, that's when I'm playing my best footy. So enjoyment's the main thing.
So you enjoy yourself on the field. I imagine you've got downtime as well. What sort of things do you do in your downtime?
Yeah, I think you've got to find a good work-life balance. For me, anyway, my work is playing footy. And I've got 2 young sons and a wife at home. I spend a lot of time with them, so I myself get away. Don't think about footy too much. When it comes time to get back on the field or the training paddock, I'm sort of focused to get back on there. But a lot of people are different, I think, in that sense. I know guys who I play with there 24/7 about their footy, but I was like that when I was younger. But I think it can burn you out, and I guess with having a family now, it helps to take your mind off things.
You got some favourite places you go to with the family?
Favourite places, sort of park, really, I think. You don't mind movies and things like that, but yeah, just getting out and being active, really. I think there's a lot of things that can keep you and your family indoors, apart from this terrible weather we've been having lately here. But yeah, I think just having an active sort of lifestyle really helps with not only your health but your mental state as well.
What about the boys? Do you have aspirations for them to follow in your footsteps, or what's their thoughts?
Well, I don't know. I don't really mind. My oldest boy is 5. Well, he's turning 6 in a couple of weeks, and he's just started playing under 6s, the local rugby league club, and he really enjoys it. He got scored 4 tries the other day, so I didn't push him. He just said he wanted to go, he wanted to play. So, yeah, as I said before, if he's enjoying it, that's the way he wants to go.
I imagine they're probably pretty inspired for having a dad like you. What about yourself? Who's inspired you in your life?
Who's inspired me? I guess my parents, really. I guess they brought me up, I think, pretty well. They didn't push me too much. And I had, obviously, guys on the footy field who I got inspiration from, watching guys like Mal Meninga, who's the coach of the Queensland State of Origin team, who's played tonight. Go Queensland, for Queensland. Yeah, I really love watching him as a player, and yeah, he epitomised what I thought at the time, anyway, I still do. The way to play rugby league, he captains Queensland and Australia, so he was strongly built sort of a bloke. So yeah, from a footy point of view, my parents as well.
We've got some old folk here who've probably got their bucket list they tick off of things they want to do in their life before they die, and you've got a bit of time ahead of you, but what would say 3 of the things you'd like to do in the future?
3 of the things I'd like to do in the future, mate.
Win with New South Wales, win for Australia.
Okay, you're the old one with the bucket list.
for the West Tigers, I'd like to win a premiership here. We've got 2 years to run, or this end of this year and next year to run on my current contract, so that'd be nice. And I guess just watching my kids grow old, mate. And I guess being comfortable doing that, not having to struggle through life, I guess.
You probably enjoy your food, and
Yeah, I don't mind the food.
if you're a
Have you had good
master,
food this week? I've
Great
had
food,
great.
yeah. What's if you're a master chef, what would your signature dish be?
Well, I did get asked to go on Celebrity MasterChef last year, but I knocked it back as I can't. I know. But I would have been terrible with the pressure tests and everything else. Meatballs. Secret ingredient ricotta. That's about it, really.
It's the
Softens it up.
meatballs.
Yeah.